What's up? How is the Legion of Comic Collectors doing tonight? I am Tim the Comic Collector. Welcome to another episode of Fanboys Live in the Retro Review. As always, I'm joined by my best friends here, Tony, Fett, and Comicfoo. How's it going, guys?
Why'd you put Tony before me, Tim?
I was just going.
He was going in order. In order.
Yeah.
I shut him up for a little bit.
No joke, when I add you guys' links in the description, I always try to rotate who's first.
Well, what I try to do when I put like links in the description, especially when I'm putting like all of us together, I was like, I can't put myself on first because that seems like it's me and then you guys. So always make sure I'm not first.
Great. Now I got to go rethink all my links.
Yeah, we had a week off because our last review was just so hot. We all needed a week to recharge.
Yeah,
and we're doing something.
In one of our cases, it got really hot.
Yeah, true.
Hey, that book was fire, like Tim said. You can't. There's no denying. He wasn't wrong.
No.
Yeah. We sort of interesting. It's going to be a first on tonight's show, but everyone that watches knows this is a DC only show. But we are crossing over into the world of Marvel Comics tonight.
It's crazy. Awesome. We went with Boom the other week, and now we're going to Marvel. I mean,
yeah. And who was the partner on the Predator one?
Oh yeah, Dark Horse. Yeah,
that's right. Next, we're going to be doing like a DC tie-in with Valiant Comics and get Stevie B on here.
Wait, who does?
I wonder if one exists. If one exists, we should just do it.
Didn't they do Batman and Pitt? Wasn't that a thing? Or Spawn? They did Batman Spawn.
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was Batman Grendel as well.
Grendel, that's right. That was a dumb one.
who did Witchblade? I think there's a Witchblade JLA.
I don't remember.
Really? That's That's Silvestri. Image. Yeah,
Image, okay. Silvestri. Yeah, there's a lot of little ones. Like I just got a Superman Mad Men, and I don't remember the company, but it seemed like I'd never heard of them. Yeah.
Superman watches Mad Men on Netflix? That's so weird.
No, it's just I've never heard of the Mad Men comic. I just knew of that, crossover because it's Superman.
Interesting. I'll have to check it out. Never heard of it. Sounds fun though.
So before we jump into news, let's shout the chat out.
Oh, that's right. News.
K Titus was here 15 minutes before the show. Good to see you, man.
He gets the going.
Magic Lasso, who we have to have on soon for a Wonder Woman. You got to pick a story and let us know, man. We'll get it set up for real.
He should do the quick 1 minute Wonder Woman review for the most recent issue.
Yeah,
because we have Flashpoint doing the Flash ones. We should have Tim doing the Wonder Woman ones.
Yeah, and then we got I Collect a Lot. What's up, man?
He's here because it's a Marvel show tonight.
Yeah, exactly. We pulled him in.
Yeah. It was funny because that was actually what Tim said. He's like, this could actually get Marvel people to watch our show.
Yeah. Well, what was the other thing I was talking about? Oh, the Green Lantern and Action Comics. I was trying to think of something that'd be like small, easy show.
Right.
Because I mean, even in that Green Lantern story, it might be in 3 issues, but it's like the size of one comic.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, this will be an interesting show.
Yeah.
And it's probably the only Fantastic Four story that Tim has ever read.
It'll be my first as well. I've never read one.
The 3rd issue I've read when they came back after being away for a long time, I actually bought the first 2 issues. And
wow.
I just sort of, not that it's bad or nothing. It just didn't do enough to pull me in. You know? So.
All right.
We got Copy 801. Yeah, I think he's been a big supporter of all 3 of us since he found us. Good to see you, man.
Absolutely. I've been seeing him show up a lot in the comments.
Actually, Dave and Copy 801 have something in common. They don't know that they had in common. They have both been to my LCS. Because remember I posted that video? Yeah. And Dave was like, oh my gosh, that's your LCS? He had the same reaction. He was there too.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's where I got that little Green Lantern, like the mini book.
The mini books? Really?
Not the little ones that I sent you guys. Okay, it's more of like a treasury size, I guess. Treasury's the big one. I don't know. It was a mini Green Lantern book.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it over there. Yeah.
I thought that was cool that like everyone in my comments like, is everybody just messing with me?
Yeah,
because it was 2 comments back to back saying that they've been to that shop, but they live out of state. And I was like, what? Wow.
Yeah, because the way I drive back and forth, it goes right through there. And so you bring up the comic shop locator app, and it'll tell you where to go.
That's like maybe 10 to 15 minutes away from my house.
That's funny.
Danger close.
For anybody that doesn't know about that, Comic Shop Locator, it's an app that Diamond puts out. Yeah. You put in a zip code, and it will tell you it'll tell you where the comic stores are, assuming that they have a Diamond subscription, which is most of your comic shops.
Yeah. Well, not anymore. Not DC. That's true. Yeah. Well, if they sell Marvel, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I think you could see ads for that in some comics.
Yeah.
Like when it first came around.
It's really useful. It picks up things that like Google Maps won't pick up,
Yeah.
That's incredible.
So on the DC news front, guys, a lot's happened. Did you guys see the whole hubbub about the DC Universe shows dropping the universe on all their social media?
Oh, no.
Yeah, like Titans, Harley, all that. Stargirl has dropped DC Universe's Stargirl. They dropped the universe out. And it's the whole big... Well, yeah, all of them, I believe, have already been confirmed where they're moving for their next seasons, but that's like pretty much the nail in the coffin from what everyone thinks, and I agree that DC Universe is about to disappear.
So how do you get the comics then? Because I'm really enjoying reading the old books on there.
I don't know.
Probably. I don't know if they'll still have it in some form like that. They might just want you to go and buy each one digitally.
That'd be stupid.
Yeah, it's a great resource for us because when we pick stories, if 1 or 2 of us don't have the physical books, it's so easy to just go there and read it.
Yeah, it's been great for that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you think of how much hype they put into it, how much time, how much effort, and like me, they sold me on it right away. And I was when they had the big promo, like if you subscribe now, we'll give you 15 months for the price of 12. So I was like, heck yeah, that sounds awesome. And I did that. So I would imagine a lot of people did. So I don't, like I said, I don't understand Time Warner. It feels like their biggest competitor is themselves.
Yeah.
I think AT&T's been changing stuff. They've been firing a lot of people trying to change ship because that is the parent company now is AT&T. But for me, I really questioned what was going to happen to them when, like, what was it, after the first or second episode, they announced Swamp Thing was canceled?
Well, I don't think that was related. I think that was something different. But I mean, I would agree that. Well,
I'm just saying, like, how, running a company wise, that sends a bad message to people. Like, you haven't even let the season play out. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, you're right. That was bad decision making to announce the cancellation like 2 months before the show even aired.
Yeah, it's like,
so it's like, why am I even going to watch it? Am I going to get attached to it? And I still haven't watched Swamp Thing. I want to, but I'm going to get
watching the first episode and saw the announcement and just never watched it again. Like, what's the point in watching something that's canceled?
Yeah.
Idiots.
Yeah. But speaking of DC Universe shows, have you guys been watching Stargirl?
I thought you were going to say, speaking of idiots.
Speaking of idiots, Stargirl.
I thought he was going to transition to me.
I don't want to spoil nothing for nobody, but tomorrow is the season finale.
Is it?
And it's a 2-parter, so we've already had the first part, and man, it was entertaining. It ended on a cliffhanger, and this is probably my favorite DC show ever. I really love Stargirl.
Ever?
Yeah.
Did you watch Smallville? That was a good one.
Yeah, that was like Dawson's Creek for DC Comics, though. I didn't care for Smallville.
Yeah, really? That's sort of what Tony just said. Smallville is great until you watched about a season or 2, and then it's like every CW show. You just kind of repeat yourself over and over and over and over.
What's up, bearded comic bro? What's going on, man?
What's up, man?
I thought it got better as time went on when they started bringing in the rest of the Justice League.
Although I did like Dr. Fate. I'm a huge Dr. Fate guy. Yeah. So I lost my mind when they brought on Dr. Fate. That was so awesome.
But no, I have to get caught up on Stargirl, the last episode, and then I guess this new one coming out.
Yeah. Awesome. It's definitely worth the watch. Speaking of Bearded Comic Bro, that's another member of the Comic Collector Guild, like me and Tony. Good to see you, man.
Yes, for sure. Bearded Comic Bro is a cool dude.
Definitely.
Yeah, so real quick, I do have a bit of news. From what it sounds like, Alex Ross. Do you guys see the tweet that Alex Ross did? I'm going to drop it in the chat here. So that way everyone can take a look.
Yeah, see, Bearded Comic Bro knows what's up.
So, yeah, Alex Ross tweeted him doing a Starfire kind of thing and then deleted it. But, whatever's on the internet was like, yeah, no, we're keeping this forever. But he put a hashtag on the art, and it said coming soon, breaking news.
And it was Starfire?
Starfire. The picture was Starfire. But, I mean, I don't know if he's doing DC in general or he chose Starfire for a specific reason.
I'm trying to think where Starfire even is right now. I don't think she's even part of anything at the moment, is she?
Yeah, she's on. Isn't she part of the Teen Titans?
Not at the moment. No, it's all the real young people. She was at the beginning of the series.
She's just in, not Teen Titans. She's just in regular Titans.
No,
yeah.
No, Titans is over, and Teen Titans is just the young people. But at the beginning of that Teen Titans run, her and Raven and I think Beast Boy were part of it.
Well, I'm not. If she's not in there now, then I don't remember where she could.
Why are we challenging him, Tony? We know that he read them all.
Yeah, I have no idea, man. No clue. But I thought it was unique that he was, doing this. But it sounds like him and Mark Waid are possibly attached to do something with DC Comics. That's word on the street. I don't know how much validity there is behind it, but I don't know.
Wonder if it's maybe Black Label.
Possible.
That would be really interesting.
Possible.
Yeah, for sure.
That would be kind of neat.
Yeah.
Although Mark Waid isn't, I think he would struggle drawing or writing any of that dark. I mean, maybe he's got a dark side. I don't know, but I just can't see him doing any of the dark stuff. But that was my cool thing, and just random Black Adam news that Dwayne Johnson is still casting people for Black Adam. The only character he's cast so far is I can't remember the guy's name. Was the character he's playing is Atom Smasher.
Okay.
So that's it. That's all we got.
Speaking of Alex Ross, we'll get to that here soon, but he did the cover art for tonight's book.
Did he really?
I believe so.
Yeah, and then I just noticed I had never noticed before.
Dude, that is huge.
Yeah. The story on this book, since we're talking about it, I knew this book existed, but had never seen it, was looking for it for years. And I had never, come across a Treasury ever. I didn't know they existed. And I finally bought it online, and when it's shown up, I was blown away. Like, no wonder I couldn't find it in Ben's. Like, it didn't fit in the Ben's.
It doesn't fit in that bin.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how big that was.
You got any Superman Fantastic Four?
Yeah, really. I mean, probably 3 to 5 years, it was like my top one, And when I finally got it, it blew me away. Yeah.
Tim holding that book was a lot like Dave holding that little tiny Green Lantern book.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't realize the size until you held it, and it was like blown away.
Yeah. There it is.
I don't even know if I can show it in the picture. David sent a message about this when I was at work, so I didn't know exactly what he was saying. I didn't even know he was sending us a copy, and then when I got it, I was like, "Holy crap!" Like, I had no idea it was little from his pictures.
But Dave played it off. Comic. It is. Yeah. You played it off beautifully because you just set down your camera to look at the comic, and your normal background was like, "Hey, that's kind of a neat book." Yeah. And then I saw your hand grab it with just the 2 fingers, and I was like, "What?" That was good. That was good.
Yeah. That'll just count as my book show, the little book and the big book.
That's
so
cool.
Before we get to the retro review, I think we do have some new books to review, right?
No, I think we cut that segment. I just want to mention real quick before we do get to that. The only other bit of news I had was I heard they're making a Batman movie that's like a choose your own story, and you get to choose if Robin lives or dies in that movie.
He's dead.
Yeah, we know how this goes.
He's gonna die.
He's gonna die.
Well, didn't on the Titans show, didn't the fans vote this time not to kill Jason? Right?
I don't know.
For season 2, that was a thing, and they voted not to kill him.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty.
I totally would have
sure.
voted to kill him.
It's season 2 for Titans is over, right?
Yeah, I think we even talked about this way back in our early episodes. You could vote to kill Jason Todd again.
Yeah, why not kill him again? Kill him and then he's
a year.
Should we kill Jason Todd?
Yeah.
Some people celebrate New Year's differently. We kill Jason Todd every year.
Exactly. It's not because we hate Jason Todd. It's because we love the Red Hood.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but the DC's listening. They're like, let's just kill him, and then like he's dead. He's not coming back.
Well, they kind of used to do that, like until Death of Superman. Character stayed dead.
Mm.
That would have been funny if they did that. Superman's dead, and he's dead.
Just dead.
Just to stick it to Joe Shuster's family and all those people who drug DC through the courts. Like, oh, he's dead now. Yeah, trust me, we're not going to use him anymore. He's dead.
Yeah.
That would have been mean. But yes, we got 2 books. Which ones? 3 book. Is are we doing the Flash one?
Did a Flash come out?
Yeah.
I don't.
758.
Oh, I haven't read it yet. Whoops.
Did it come out? Or was that the last one?
I picked up. You know what? I picked it up this week, so I don't remember.
I think that's the last one.
Yeah.
Disregard.
758. Yeah, we had a Flashpoint on for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
Cool.
See, Tim wants to cancel this segment of the show because he's not getting new comics anymore.
Yeah, the last new comics I bought was 2 Wednesdays ago.
I know.
And that was when that Flash came out.
Yeah.
So I mean, like your LCS.
The last time his last comics came out was just a few months before that.
Yeah. The only thing I might buy is Batman Beyond off eBay. I'll pay the $3 extra shipping. I just don't want to go to the LCS anymore. It's too much time and money for a business that consistently don't have its products in stock. And for more, you go check out my video. I won't go into a whole rant.
My LCS is good. If I have a subscription box, it's guaranteed unless they get screwed.
Yep.
Then that's it. But that's not their fault,
Yeah.
What's up, Bubba? Good to see you.
I tell you what,
we
though,
got Southern Comic Geek.
I'm digging this cover. This is an awesome cover.
So I missed this book. I had to get it on eBay.
Yeah, you know what the big deal, the big hype on that is, right?
No.
Well, I've read it. I mean, it's Robin King, right?
Yeah, the Robin King.
Oh, Robin King, that's right.
Which I don't fully get why that's such a big deal.
I don't understand either.
I mean,
you're talking to a guy that don't understand why the Batman Who Laughs is such a big deal.
I mean, I can see why he's becoming more of a deal. I mean, he's stuck around for a while, but like Robin King, really? Like,
yeah, I didn't read the book, but I read the synopsis of his story, and to me, that just sounds stupid.
Oh, so you haven't read it?
I haven't read it, but I know his story. Like, I read a synopsis of it. Well, what makes Batman Batman? Well, let's say spoilers to anyone in the chat. We're about to spoil it.
Yeah.
What makes Batman Batman is his parents dying, but this Bruce Wayne kills his parents? Well, to me, it's stupid.
No. So what's going on is basically the Batman Who Laughs. He has become. He told the story. I don't know, Tony. Do you want to do this one?
I don't know what you guys are talking about. The backstory for the Batman Who Laughs, right?
The Robin King.
I thought we were talking about Batman Who Laughs. This one.
No, Robin King.
Robin King. Okay. Yeah. Hold on. Let me get that page.
Yeah. If you want to review this book, I can do Batman. I didn't want to steal your thunder.
No. That's okay. I just want to make sure we're all talking about the same thing. So, what page is it on?
This was the book, real quick, that had a 3-page story cut. Is it Mark Waid? Who is it that's in all that trouble? The guy that's writing the Batman Grave?
Oh, man, I missed this page.
They had the dinosaur Batman story cut.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, no, Garth Ennis. Wasn't it Garth Ennis?
Garth Ennis, yeah.
Yeah, Garth Ennis. Yo, Dave, did you see this page here, the Deceased Dead Planet page? Oh, maybe you said you didn't read it, but
I read the digital.
It has a zombie Black Adam on the cover.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
That's got to be kind of cool. Anyway, what page is it on? I'm not going to go through the whole thing. Right. What the heck? Who drew this? Some fourth grader?
Yeah.
Look at this. This art is terrible.
So, Tony, was this book worth even cover price, much less going online to pay like $25-$30?
Were people paying that online? I believe it. But
The
I would
first
say
day, I couldn't even find an A cover. The B cover was going for like $200, but now there's some A covers at like $25-$30.
Yeah,
this is an A cover. What's the B cover?
Like it's just a basic.
Oh yeah, they had that at my shop. They had the B cover. It was like 150 or something.
Why?
Crazy.
Yeah.
What was so special about it?
First Robin King.
But anyway,
it's not gonna last.
Yeah,
it's definitely not spec. Yeah, so I like the fact when they start touching on like the different multiverse. They do like a quick rewind and they talk about like Batman Red Death. They talk about Death Machine. They talk about Merciless. They talk about all that stuff, which I thought was kind of cool. And they better explain these characters. Well, they don't better explain it, but they remind you about their one shots really. And can we just talk about the Batman Cthulhu Batman? I thought that was pretty neat.
is that a Batman that when his parents died was reading Edgar Allan Poe?
I don't know, but I thought that was kind of neat. But they also they talk about current too. They talk about the Shazam who laughs and the blue what's the Blue Beetle guy?
Scarab.
Yeah. They talk about the Black Scarab or whatever. And I thought that was great, but I don't understand the Robin King because what page is it? Right. Yeah, right here. So I guess Robin, or the character Robin King or whatever. Maybe you can see it, maybe not. So, but he's like sitting on the floor playing with his computer, all that good stuff. Jim Gordon comes to the house to talk to Alfred at the time. So what happens? Robin King shoots him in the neck with an arrow and then starts chasing Alfred around. I mean, why? Why does Robin King need to exist? That's my biggest question. Like,
yeah,
I don't get it. Like,
it's uncomfortable. I mean,
it is uncomfortable.
Did it show why he was evil, or is he just born?
He's just a dick. He's
like the good son Batman.
Well, no, hold on. There's more to it because in this other.
Oh yeah, right here.
This is the dark multiverse. It is not the regular multiverse. It's the dark multiverse where we read those tales from the dark multiverse. And in there, one of the Bruce Waynes watched Dr. Manhattan turn into Dr. Manhattan, recreated the machine, and then and the Batman Who Laughs saw this, basically killed him right after he did it, before he became too powerful, preserved his body, transplanted his brain into this body, and now he's basically Dr. Manhattan with the Joker's personality and Bruce Wayne's smarts. So that allows him to kind of see things as they really are and the best way to work things out. And what he realizes is the Batman is reactionary. It's always a reaction to something, like the death of his parents, right? So he decides that to do it properly, to get the next evolution, he has to become the act rather than reacting to it. And so I think through his mind, he goes to these dark multiverse Batmans and basically has them all do something out of character and kind of evil.
Did you like the Tyrannosaurus Rex one-page story?
Oh, he did get a one-page story?
It was like a 3-page story.
Wasn't it?
Yeah,
okay. I didn't realize that the previous page.
Yeah,
I guess that is.
I heard that was cut.
I guess that is his eye right here.
Yeah,
it makes sense. Okay.
Yeah,
I understand now.
So the whole
because I read this as I see they notate the artist and the writer and they just say end, and I was like, wow, that was really dumb. But,
well,
okay,
it's a bunch of short stories. It's showing how he's taking over all these Batman and turning them kind of like to do something proactively evil.
Necromancer Batman.
Go back
Black
over
Magic
Batman. I'm taking my thumbs up back. What did we just say?
What
it's
happened?
not my channel. You can thumbs down it all.
Yeah, I was about to say, Squatchy, this ain't Dave's channel. What are you doing?
Overall, I thought this book was okay. Maybe not worth $5.99, but if they kept it at like a regular $3.99, I think it would have been great. But I can't. I'm very curious about the Dark Multiverse. I'm definitely going to keep getting it. So I have to get this one. So far, I would say this one is the lesser of the ones that came out, for sure. Because there's only 2 out, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. That's Tim would have loved the first
2 pages. Like the first 6 pages or so, Tim would have loved. Because they go over everything all over again. Just the way you like it.
In case you didn't buy the previous 100 issues, let us summarize.
Oh man, he just kept going on and on. I was like, oh man, Tim's got to be flipping out reading this.
That's one of the hallmarks of Snyder's bad writing. If you have to recap everything because it's so long and complicated.
Yeah.
Those 6 pages should be free. They shouldn't be part of what you're charging us.
Right.
First 6 pages free. You're paying for the rest of it.
What's up, Daniel?
I'm going to give it a D+ overall.
A D+. Wow.
D+. Yeah, that's still passing.
I'd actually give it a B-, honestly.
I'm going to give it D+. Just because the art, whoever did the art in there, I'm not a huge fan of like the middle story where Robin kills Alfred. That art seemed really unnecessary.
Yeah.
No.
It was like Nightmare Before Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
All right. Well, I don't think anyone's going to argue with me that this next book was a much better read, although I didn't hate the last one. And that's going to be Batman 96, Part 2 of the Joker War.
Got the cool Catwoman cover.
Oh, nice.
That's all they had.
I thought this was Part 3 of the Joker War.
Is it 3?
Does it say?
No,
I don't know.
Part 2. Well, see, you would know that, but you don't buy new comic books.
So there's a war going on with the Joker and the Batman Joker at the same time?
Yeah. So,
maybe this is where he gets the Black Lantern ring.
Yeah,
the Joker
maybe.
kills him.
So if you remember, this story left off with Punchline poisoning Batman and blowing up. He kind of like left the building. It was blowing up Wayne Enterprises. And so this one starts out like in the future. And it's like this futuristic Batman, and he's fighting futuristic Mr. Freeze, who's like an old dude now. And he's got like 2 younger sons that are also frozen.
You sure you didn't buy Batman Beyond by mistake?
I'm sure it's funny you mentioned that because I went back and I double checked that I was reading the right digital.
You're describing it. I'm like, this sounds like Batman Beyond.
I am looking at it. I'm like, what is going on? Because it's like, did I miss an episode or an issue? Right? Like, I don't know.
Sounds like Scott Snyder wrote it.
Yeah. So he just takes out these Mr. Freeze kids, goes home. He's all happy. He's got this futuristic suit. He and Alfred are talking in the Batcave. They're walking up to the Wayne Manor. And then all of a sudden, Alfred's head just snaps off his neck and just kind of dangles by the skin. And Bruce goes nuts. And Alfred's like, yeah, this is the Joker city now, right? And you lose. And that's when we realize that this is actually not the future. This is a dream because he was poisoned, right? And when he wakes up, this is the again, this is all spoiler filled. So, but the big reveal here is Harley is not dead. She's got her neck.
What a surprise!
She's got her neck stitched up. She says it's Frankenstein style, and turns out she's like, dude, Mr. J is nuts. We need help. We need you to get better, Batman. She's been taking care of him for like 3 days, and meanwhile, the Joker has literally is waging war on the city of Gotham every night, just attacking the citizens, and it's totally out of control. And Harley's like, we got to do something. So And that's where we get introduced to, I think it's a first appearance of this character. I could be a little off on that.
Is it the Clown Hunter or whatever?
Is that his first?
Let's look.
I don't know. I just know that character's supposed to be coming.
Yeah,
so it probably is his first.
The ratio variant. It's kind of cool actually. This is the Clown Hunter.
Ooh, that is kind of neat.
Yeah, and so he's only in it for a little bit, but basically he is attacking the Joker's henchmen as they're attacking the city. Meanwhile, Harley's like looking into Batman, trying to take care of him. She's talking about how Punchline and the Underbroker have taken over. Mr. J's gone nuts. His goons are running around the city. Batman, though, he's still like affected by this toxin, kind of kicks Harley. Not Poison Ivy style. It was much nicer than that. And Harley's like, you need to watch the TV because the same thing is playing over and over on the TV. And basically the Joker's got this guy, I think he's the movie theater, the guy that runs the movie theater, put a Z over his face and tells them and has him read this note. He's all scared, sweating and bleeding. For everybody to come to the movie theater. I forget the name of it, but that would have been a good trivia question. The Monarch.
Oh, fancy.
It wouldn't have been a good trivia question because you're the only one that read it.
That's true. But encouraging everyone to come to the Monarch because, again, he bought the theater where Bruce's parents were killed. Bruce sees this and is like, oh my gosh. And so that's where, he kicks Harley. He leaves and Harley's like, I really hope you come to your senses because we need you. And he's kind of at the top of the rooftops and sees some Joker goons down below. He swoops down. He's fighting them. And then he finally makes it to the theater. He walks in and the first thing he's hit with is the scent of death. And again, the movie Zorro is playing. I guess that was playing when his parents were murdered. And that's when he realized, like, these people were killed. They're all in the theater. They all have a Joker laugh on, but they're all dead. And they're of varying levels of decomposition. And that's where the Joker shows up on screen on the movie theater and basically says, oh, yeah, I had my guys dig up every person that I've ever killed and put them in the theater seats and wired them all up to the what's his name, the designer technology, and they all come to life. And that's where the story ends for this one. So it's basically a theater full of Jokerized zombies.
Awesome. I'm
It
in.
was pretty good, actually. I liked it.
So where would you give this one? A, B, C, D, F.
I'd probably give it like a A-, B+. It was pretty good. The art is really, really good. Jorge Jimenez, I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
Oh yeah, he's good.
He's doing all of the variant covers, the ratio covers. He's also doing the artwork in the book, and it is really, really good. In fact, I got all of my ratio covers just to kind of show just how good these have been.
Yeah, I've got a couple of them too. They're really cool.
Well, and I got to thank you, Tony, because you're the one that showed me these originally. And so I had my shop put them in my pull list. And so they're just there waiting for me every week. And
so are you paying cover price for them, or are you just paying maybe a little bit more?
I'm paying ratio price.
Okay. So like $40 or something?
No. Like I think one of them was $25 and most have been like $30 plus like a discount for the pull. So
that's a cool one.
Really nice.
I like the fact that they did a Punchline 1 in 25 because it wasn't that like her big issue.
Yeah.
And they like I also got the Punchline one just because I thought it was cool.
They actually line up. Like this is a very Joker centric story. This is the Underbroker story. I mean, they do match up. And again, the Clown Hunter shows up in this last one, so they got him on the cover.
Awesome.
I'm hoping that stays true because what is it, 1 or 2 issues from now? That incentive ratio is Nightwing back to normal on the front.
Hey, they've been very accurate.
So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, by that time. Of course, I guess I don't buy new books, so it don't matter. But I still want Nightwing to come back.
One thing I know we're not going to review this book. I just want to take a look at the cover. Check out this Justice League cover.
Which issue is that?
This is issue 50. Man, that glare is terrible. I'm sorry. There we go. That's a little bit better. But I like the fact that the Green Lantern is a construct of a rock where Batman is like hanging out on.
That's awesome.
But one thing I want to point out is how terribly drawn the Flash is. I'm always hesitant to criticize art because I can't draw. I just know I look at that Flash and it's like, what the heck's going on here? Looks a little cattywampus, but other than that, pretty cool cover.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So do you guys have anything else before we get to the retro review? Because I just wanted to share one other thing for Green Lantern fans.
Go for it.
You give it. So Tim, can I share my screen?
I don't know how to do it. Hold on. Hold on.
Not how.
There we go. There we go. It should be the.
So I shared it. You should just see like an extra thing down there.
Person. It should be like another person just joined.
Oh, I thought you were saying make you full screen. Hold on a second. I'm not seeing a.
You don't see it down there?
No.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, wait, here. Hold on. That's because I was trying to share the wrong thing.
Hold on a second.
I think you need a stylist there, Tim.
There we go.
Boom. Boom. Holy my God. That looks awesome. I'm getting that.
What is that?
Hold on. I just lost my browser. Hold on. Is this
awesome.
Okay? So you can see it now. So I was going through the preview orders today, and I just had to shout these out for any Green Lantern fans. These are amazing. So this is Deceased Dead Planet number 4. You can actually go out to Midtown and order these right now at the $324 price. So that is the cover B variant. Check out the cover C variant.
I did see that cover available. Which one are you going to get? You going to get both? One? Other?
I've already ordered both. So do you guys know what movie this is an homage to? Aquaman, yeah. I totally see. Yeah, there you go.
I wonder of all the movies I don't know why they picked Aquaman, but
I don't know either. And then there's one other one. Again, you can go out. This is like these are previews, so you can still order these in advance if you want. I'm out on Midtown here, but the third one I wanted to call out was Dark Knight's Death Metal number 4. They don't have an image yet, but this is going to be an Art Germ Green Lantern John Stewart cover.
Ooh.
So I mean, Green Lantern fans, Art Germ fans.
Is that cover D? Okay.
Yeah. So. Anyway, I just wanted to share that. I thought those were pretty cool variants. So,
dude, I'm kind of curious to see what that Archer John Stewart is going to be. That's going to be cool. That's going to be real cool. I'm excited. I like John Stewart. Suicide Squad. I know. Real quick, I know we're going backwards, but they did a whole James Gunn birthday, like happy birthday thing on Twitter, and everyone kind of did like their voice or whatever. So it sounds like Idris Elba is probably going to end up playing the Bronze Tiger, which would be kind of cool. And John Cena is Peacemaker. Almost confirmed to be Peacemaker. Not quite there. Almost confirmed. Why is Fu incognito? Yeah, I have questions.
It was...
What's going on? Lots of new faces. What's going on, everybody? But I'm ready to move on into the review. I've got it in one of these tabs.
Yeah, it's a big book.
He's got both arms wrapped around it.
Yeah.
Where is it?
So,
the thing is enormous.
So Superman Fantastic Four.
How do you even get a bag and board for that thing?
It came in a bag and board, luckily.
He's got to get a sheet of plastic and a thing of gigantic plywood.
So this book, it's written by Dan Jurgens, art by Art Thibert and Greg Wright. But this is pretty cool for someone like me that doesn't really read Marvel, know too much about them. So basically, this starts off, and you almost have sort of a bombshell revelation. We see Galactus doing what he does.
It's like unfolding a map just to turn the page.
But we see Krypton.
This is not going to go well.
We see Krypton exploding.
I don't know why.
Yeah, and it's Galactus, ate the planet or whatever, absorbed its energy, and he sees Superman, his, ship leaving like the, normal story, and he's like, I could use that, and he sends some sort of drone after it.
It didn't occur to me till just now just how perfect it is having Tim review this.
Review a Fantastic.
He doesn't read Marvel.
Yeah, you got the Planet Eater guy.
The Planet Eater.
What's the guy with the Pope hat? What's his name?
Did you know he eats planets?
Yeah. Hey, I have a Galactus comic. I showed it on Dollar Bin Trolls. I haven't read it, but I have it. But so then we switch over to Metropolis, and there's like this crash satellite thing, and everyone's like, "Well, we know he's gonna come. He's gonna come."
Don't turn the page yet. Can we address something? Look at the satellite when the kryptonite is coming. Who's the dude standing on the outside of the satellite?
I don't know. It never really. Oh, I know who it is.
I know who it is now after I read the book, but I mean,
yeah, it's
you
Hank
wouldn't know
Henshaw.
by looking at it.
Who?
Yeah,
it's Hank Henshaw. Cyborg Superman.
Oh, okay. Okay.
If you look at the silhouette after seeing him in the book later, yeah.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I just ruined the story.
Yeah, it looks like Predator standing on the satellite with his dreads.
Yeah. So basically, this thing's a bomb. Superman disarms it, tracks it to these people, and something crazy that happens. He's, trying to get these people, and all of a sudden, a Kryptonian crystal shows up that's literally kryptonite. It's hurting him. And his father talks to him. Somehow, like after Krypton exploded, killing him, after that, somehow he figured out that Galactus was responsible. And he's like, hey, you need to get revenge. So then Superman just grabs this kryptonite crystal and flies away with it.
Yeah, because, kryptonite doesn't dampen his powers or anything, so that's good.
I like how we're criticizing our fictional character's weakness and what we can't do that. Well, it's a comic. But anyway, carry on.
I'll take it a little bit farther before I throw it to you guys, just so we kind of each get a third. But I like this. I don't even know this kid's name. I guess he's the stretchy guy on the Invisible Girls kid.
Isn't his name? What's his name? I don't even. I think his name's Frank. Or Frank.
He's from Power Pack, right?
I'm gonna get made fun of.
Franklin. Oh, I said Franklin Richards, right?
So
yes.
So do they call this the Marvel Universe because this guy looks like rocks?
Do they what?
I'm just messing with it.
Dude, yeah, it's the Marshmallow Man. You ever seen Michelin Tires?
Yeah. So basically, he's watching Superman on TV because they've established that, Superman knows of the Fantastic Four and they know of him, but it's alternate universes. And this kid's like, man, it sure would be cool to meet Superman. And they're doing some sort of science experiment that involves the Thing, the lifting stuff.
Yeah, that never made sense. Like, why the Thing has to sit there in this like squat position and hold that thing up
position.
I know.
The squat
position. There's some great art, So basically, the mom is leading them away from the experiment, and that's when Superman shows up, like right when he's talking about him. And that's basically when the machinery starts going crazy and it's crushing the Thing. Superman's getting blasted with his energy. Everyone's freaking out.
Yeah, but don't you love the part where Superman shows up and they're like, oh my, wow. Okay, Reed, you better come down here.
Yeah. I mean, the art in this is fantastic. Like Superman goes and smashes this panel here. I can't tell what I'm showing, but down here by my hand here, it's so big I can't get close enough to the screen to see what I'm showing. But he smashes that thing. That's the machine that's crushing the thing. I just love some of the big art in this book. It looks so good as big as it is. And basically,
I actually was thinking they didn't know how to draw Superman in this.
Really? You think so? I thought it was all right. I've seen a lot worse.
It's real period accurate.
Okay.
I mean, if you read Superman books from this time, he looks just like that.
Okay.
It's like after, like this is, I will say it is my least favorite period of Superman, like before the mid 2000s, but like a few years after death.
Yeah, because this is like 99, I think, right?
Yeah, this is probably just after he got rid of the long hair. So anyway, that drone we saw Galactus send out, basically like it almost looks like it turns Superman into energy and absorbs him. And then I'll turn it over to one of you. That's when we see the person controlling the machinery is actually Hank Henshaw, the cyborg Superman.
You want to take this one, Dave? I'll bring up the rear here.
So this machine just randomly turns into Hank Henshaw because that happens, and
perfect timing.
So the book's in, I think, 3 chapters. So this is chapter 2, The Power Cosmic, and this is where let me see, where are we? Oh, this is where Superman is turned into the Power Cosmic, right? And so he leaves, and the Fantastic Four they team up with Hank Henshaw, Cyborg Superman, to go and chase after Superman and try to get him back, because they know that Superman combined with the Power Cosmic is not a good thing for any universe.
So is he basically, you can answer my question, he's basically like the Golden Surfer? Is what he got turned into?
Yeah, and it wasn't clear to me why he's gold instead of silver. But yeah, he's and he doesn't have a board. He doesn't need a board, I guess. But he lost his cape. So he's the gold surfer without I don't know. He's the gold something.
Yeah. But I was confused too, because I'm like, isn't he supposed to be the Silver Surfer now? But he's not silver.
And
so I didn't know if that's what
board.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, he's just the gold.
Golden body surfer. I don't know.
So it goes pretty quick through this. Basically, they Reed Richards, he wraps himself around Superman, trying to stop him, and Galactus kind of summons him. And so since he's wrapped around him, he gets ported to Galactus's ship, along with the Golden Superman. Let's see. And, they just have this little scene where they talk about the fact that Galactus, requires this energy from eating planets in order to survive. And he needs this herald of Superman and he's finishing the process off, really turning him into this golden Superman guy, and tells him to go off and look for his next planet. Let's see what happens next. Basically, Hank Henshaw helps them build this brand new spaceship that apparently can go much faster than anything else that they've had before. And so they go off traveling after Superman. And this is kind of interesting. So Superman now is looking for a planet for Galactus to consume, but and his mind is totally taken over. But he's still Superman. So what does he do? He kind of subconsciously finds an uninhabited planet. And Galactus even calls him out on this. Like, did you do this on purpose? And he's like, no, it just so happens to be the best one. And that's when the Fantastic Four and Cyborg Superman show up. They've tracked them down in this really fast ship. And there's a little bit of a battle between the Human Torch and Superman. Obviously, it doesn't go well for the Human Torch. And Hank Henshaw convinces them that they're going to lose this one. They're not going to win. This is not the place to stand their ground. And he wants to leave. The Fantastic Four are like, no, like we don't run from anything. We need to do this. But it's too late. They take off. And again, it's already too late because Galactus has eaten through the planet, and Superman's kind of like, he goes through this like little bout of depression almost, where he realizes that like nobody was killed because it was uninhabited, but the lost potential of this planet to potentially one day support life.
But it's a planet in the Marvel universe, so who cares?
That's one of their 8,000 different universes they have.
Right. So this time, I think Galactus even says something like, yeah, that planet was too young. It didn't give me that much energy. Go find me something well populated. And so he sends Superman off. Reed Richards is kind of just, he's still on the ship, and he's just kind of looking on like, this could be the end. Like, this could actually be the end. Like, what are we going to do? It's Superman as basically the Silver Surfer.
I got a question for you guys or people in the chat. As a guy that knows very little about Marvel, so what I could learn from reading this story and what I see in the Marvel cinematic universe that I know as a comic counterpart, wouldn't Thanos trying to get rid of so much life piss off Galactus? And if so, have they ever fought over that fact? Because wouldn't he be getting rid of Galactus's energy?
You're right.
Like, has that ever happened in the comics? Or
it might not be that simple, but I mean, I agree. From the very little I know about Marvel, you're right that those two ideals might collide. But then again, it's the movie universe is different from the comic book universe.
Yeah, so I mean, I've maybe read 50 to 100 Marvel comics over a 20-year span, and I've watched the Marvel movies, so it's very little knowledge. But just from what I see, it seems like they would butt heads with each other.
Well, nobody watching our show would know anyway, so I suggest we just make something up.
Well, Connor's here. Connor's dropping all the Marvel knowledge in the chat.
Oh, man. That's funny.
And Dave, like, you collect Marvel.
That's true. You do have a Wolverine thing on the back.
You have a dark side.
Right? You have a dark side.
I like Spider-Man. I'm trying to put together a Spider-Man run.
Okay.
I like Marvel. I definitely read DC, though, a lot more. Like, I've read less Marvel. For sure.
Interesting.
Venom's pretty good right now.
I guess I'll bring up chapter 3 real quick, but before I get into that, I'm going to drop a question on both of you. I'm going to give you, to the end of the show to think of this question, the answer to this question. So
the Monarch.
There it is. That's it. Show's over, everybody. So DC and Marvel did a lot of cool crossovers. They crossed over a truckload of characters. But what is one crossover? This isn't a trivia question. It's just personal. What crossover would you have liked to see? If they were going to do it again, what's something that they didn't do that you would like to see?
I tell you, I can
now, but you got
not that this is a crossover. I'll think of an actual crossover.
Sure.
But what I would like to see if they did anything is to really expand or just do maybe issue 2s of the Amalgam books. I really, really enjoyed those. I mean, they put so much effort into it, even doing like fake letter columns at the end. It just screams, effort and trying to give you value for your money. I really enjoyed it.
I think they could get a whole lot of comedy out of Batman Hulk. The two of them teamed up together, I think could be hysterical.
Okay.
There is a Batman versus Hulk comic.
Is there really?
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
There is. Okay, so that answer doesn't count. You don't think it's something else.
Dave, I gave that away in our Fanboys contest.
Oh, there you go.
So you guys think about it, what you'd like to see. Just wanted to get your brains warming up here to see where we're going. Okay, so chapter 3, the Scourge, the Fantastic Four and Hank Henshaw are cruising through space in the spaceship that looks an awful lot like an ice cream scoop, in my opinion. Hank Henshaw's. And once we get through the book, once I read the book, I kind of understood why Hank Henshaw was acting the way he was. It all comes together at the end. We'll get to that. But they're cruising along. They got to find a way to stop Superman. They're trying to come up with a plan. In the meantime, Superman is trying to appeal to Galactus, because like what Dave said, they went to that planet. It was barren. He got called out on it. Superman is definitely dealing with some inner turmoil. He's like, I want to keep them away from inhabited planets, but I don't want to upset this guy and have him turn around and go straight to Earth. Harley Quinn and Wolverine. Maybe we need one. Where is that page? Yeah, so finally they catch up to Superman and the Thing. That's right. His name was the Thing. I couldn't remember what the big rock guy's name was. The Thing. Finally catches up to him, and they had this really cool, like, not full page, but it's like a good quarter of the page where Superman just kind of like just reaches his arm out and clotheslines him. I thought that was pretty funny.
I loved it too, and you like see him. Is it? Yeah, over here, just flying off into the distance after Superman clocks him.
Yep. And then Johnny Storm. Is it Johnny Storm?
Yeah.
What's Johnny Storm?
No.
I don't know.
Now I'm thinking Ghost Rider.
Yeah, that's Johnny Blaze.
That's Johnny Blaze. Yeah, it's Johnny Storm. Right?
Johnny Storm. Yeah. Okay, sure.
See, I would have thought this one would be Johnny Blaze, but I guess they are both on fire.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, the fire guys attacked. We're going to call him the fire guy. Fire guy, rock guy, invisible guy, and rip off of Plastic Man.
Yeah.
Rich man's Plastic Man. Okay. So they're trying to take on Galactus, but Hank Henshaw has kind of got his own motive. What is that?
Yeah, they're trying to plug him into the machinery.
Yes. Ben, that's the guy's
Ben Grimm.
Ben Grimm. But Hank Henshaw is actually inside the ship, and he's doing the thing. What you said, he's trying to plug. I forget what they called it. He's trying to plug the thing into the thing,
but not the thing.
Riveting. I realize that my mistake now. Maybe a very poor choice of words. Plug the thing into the thing. That's on me. I
just caught up to it. I was still thinking, because you said the rip off of Plastic Man, and then I'm like, you know what? Elongated Man that came later sort of looks a lot like Mr. Fantastic in uniform at first.
You're right. But we're gonna skip ahead to where is it? So they smashed the they called it something. But they break it, and that frees Superman from being Galactus's rip-off Silver Surfer guy. And finally, they get a hold of. Nope, I'm going.
You get the big splash page that you came for.
Yes, that is cool. I like that. That is cool.
This art and the art of Henshaw on this page, right where my hand is, if you guys could see it, like the side view with his eye glowing, you can see through his face.
Yep.
That's some great art.
Yeah, as it turns out that this whole thing was planned, and I'm gonna call it out for being kind of different, because Hank Henshaw was behind all of this, and I guess Hank Henshaw somehow got a hold of like the drone when, like, in the beginning of chapter 1 to like call Superman to, whatever it is to do, which, for one, how would he know what it is? How would he know where it's going?
Well, he was really aware of Galactus this whole time.
True, but he would have to, like, here's the drone going to Superman. I would have to stop it, tinker with it, knowing it's going to Superman.
Didn't you see? He was standing on the outside of the satellite. He just grabbed it when it was flying by.
He was on the LexCorp satellite. You're absolutely right. Caught it.
Squatchy. I'm pretty sure that book exists, Squatchy.
Aliens vs. Aquaman? Oh.
Is it Aquaman? I thought it said Superman.
Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had Carnage meets Joker though. That would be wicked.
I think that technically has happened too. In one of the Spider-Man Batman books, Carnage and Joker, I believe, team up.
Oh wow.
But so we find out that Hank Henshaw is behind this whole thing because he wanted to have this. There's whatever the term for the Herald of Galactus. He has some kind of, or not. The Silver Surfer has the power of what? He's
power cosmic.
Power cosmic. That's the word. The power cosmic, and that's what Hank Henshaw wanted. He wanted that. He wanted to have basically the power of a god. He was just going to totally blow off Galactus, which I'm sure Galactus would have been thrilled about. And what's really funny is Hank Henshaw tells Galactus, "Turn me into the most perfect being." And what do you think? What do you think he turns him into? If you would have said a credit card sized piece of metal, you win. You win.
It was a perfect credit card piece of metal.
It's literally a credit card sized piece of metal.
Yeah.
And that's the perfect being, I guess, to Galactus for some reason.
Apparently Galactus is a genie.
And, and you know what? I guess maybe what they don't tell you is like the after credits, if this was a movie, would have been the Fantastic Four taking that piece of metal and patching their ship with it. Like, this fits perfect. Like, fixing the hole. Like, hey, thanks, Galactus. Real credits. But that's it. Everybody's back to normal. Galactus is off doing his thing. Superman gives little Frank the Superman doll. And that's it. It's over.
Yeah.
That was our riveting review. Partially X-rated when the thing had to plug into the thing.
Yeah.
But that's our book.
So did that woo you over to the Marvel side, Tony?
Not even close.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. Honestly, it wasn't that great. It felt rushed and just.
It did. It felt really
silly. It was silly.
It was kind of nice though. I like these little silly crossovers sometimes. This one
I do too.
It was okay. I didn't really care for it, but
there wasn't much meat to this one. No. It was. I don't know. Yeah.
I feel we give a similar review to almost every crossover we do. Probably. Like this is starting to sound just like the Green Lantern Aliens one.
Whoever's in charge of these crossovers was like, "Hey, Dan Jurgens, what can you give me in 15 minutes?"
Although, you know what? Maybe once we compare them all, like Green Lantern Aliens, I think was much better than this.
Yeah, I would agree. Although what we should do is do Green Lantern Silver Surfer for our next review.
Yeah. I would, but that's Kyle. So
yeah.
See, that was also Green Lantern Aliens as well. And you just said you liked it better.
That's true. You got me.
That's funny. But yeah, what do you think there, Tim? What do you rate this one as? If you give anything for continuity, the show is rigged and
No, I think on continuity, nostalgia, I'd have to skip on this time. But cover, I mean, you have Alex Ross. This is a solid 4.5 cover. Story, I would give. I'm debating between 3 and 3.5. Probably just a 3. I mean, it's right down the middle. But art, I'd probably give it a 4. There are a lot of splash pages, a lot of little panels I really, really like. I think would even make good posters. I just pointed out a couple as we went through. So, I mean, I guess overall, if you add those together, what, a 4, a 3, and another 4? So what, about a 3? 3.5 probably, 3.75?
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Dave, what do you think?
I'd probably score it a 3 too, right down the middle. 3 on art, 3 on story. I've said it before. I mean, I don't want anyone to jump down my throat here, but I'm not a big Alex Ross fan, so his art just doesn't really hit it for me. But I'd leave it as a 3. I think.
I feel like we're all on the same page here. I really enjoyed the art. I would agree with Tim when he said it was kind of specific to the timeline. It kind of shows. I like it too, so I'm going to give the art a really high grade, and I'm going to give the story kind of middle of the road, kind of meh. You can tell they just said, okay, here's 25 pages of blank paper and you have 15 minutes to write me something.
It's basically like the story doesn't matter. People are going to buy it because of the crossover, so let's just make sure we have those cool panels with the heroes together,
Yeah.
It's basically the only quota is have a fun story and make sure you get that big splash page in.
Yeah.
I'm still blown away by how big this thing actually, like, physically is. Ginormous. Who's going to slab it? Like, if you were like me, I like to slab my books, especially ones I really like. Dude, you have to get 2 pieces of plastic and run at each other really fast and collide to get the things to stick.
Oh. I just realized I do have something to show.
Oh, yeah?
Kind of cool, yeah. You guys keep talking.
Sorry.
Are we at that point of the show? Okay. I guess we're showing our books.
Law and Order versus
No, I was just saying, so if you saw me over here doing stuff, you knew I was looking for something.
I've got, I think, an answer to Tony's question. I don't think they've done it before. But what about X-Men meets Doom Patrol?
That would be cool. What was the one that Tony asked? Sorry, I was distracted.
A DC Marvel crossover they didn't do that you think would be cool.
How about Deathstroke and Deadpool?
Okay.
That'd be a cool one now. Because with Deadpool be throwing all kinds of jibes about, how he is basically a copy, but he's more popular. I think it'd be a fun book.
And then they could have Red Tool show up at the end and just kill him.
Exactly. And Red Tool shows up and it's like, whoa. Yeah.
Aquaman and Namor, they have to have done that one.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
But my pick for the DC Marvel crossover that I didn't do would be the Incredible Hulk and the Red Lantern Corps. Ooh. Because they're both rage. You know what I mean?
That would be really... Imagine the Hulk with a ring of any sort, especially a red one.
Yeah. I think it would be cool.
Who would even be able to even fight against him?
Nobody.
Because isn't the Hulk like the strongest being over there? Like he can't die or whatever?
Yeah, he's immortal.
Yeah.
Imagine they did do an X-Men and Teen Titans crossover. You're absolutely right. And it is a key issue, by the way. It is a key one-shot.
Squatchy, sorry to cut you off, Squatchy. I don't know if you know how bad that would be for Hal Jordan because he was dating a minor at one point.
Dun, dun.
Oh, don't get him going with that. My goodness.
She was 14.
At least she's still alive.
Yeah, she is. So, but yeah, sorry to cut you off, Tony.
No, that's okay. I was just saying that X-Men Teen Titans is a key issue, by the way. For if you find it out in the wild, grab it.
Yeah, it's for the weird. It's so weird too. What that key is that it showed up in that book.
Yeah, of all the things, it is the first appearance and mention of the Source Wall.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Like in a Marvel DC crossover, that's so insane.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Alf versus...
All versus the Penguin.
No, Alf.
Yeah, anyone watching this, let us know in the comments what you would like to see.
That's true.
Marvel DC crossover.
And we'll pick the coolest one, and we will petition like hell to get it made.
Yeah, because they'll listen to us.
Nah. I'll tweet, and that's about as far as I'll go. Hey, you guys should make this. No? All right, well, we tried. But book show, who's got what?
Let me go first, because I think I have the most underwhelming one. I probably have the most underwhelming one. I only thought of it when Tony asked us this question. I didn't know this existed and found it in an antique mall probably about a year ago. You could see it in one of my haul videos. But speaking of crossovers they did a Darkseid versus Galactus.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I've seen that a few times.
I couldn't believe it when I saw it because I had, you know how inaccurate Google is, or even if you're on like My Comic Shop typing something in, you don't always get all the results. I thought I'd looked up every crossover to track them down and had never seen this listed anywhere. So so happy to get this. It's one of my favorite just because of that.
They should do a Thanos Darkseid team up. Like, hey, let's take over to the universe together. High five.
I was just looking. I just picked up the Hulk and Superman crossover, but I don't know where it is now.
I guess I'll go next because I have the next coolest book. If Tim has the lamest book, then I have the coolest, second coolest. I don't know. But I picked the DC versus Marvel #1 crossover book. You can see they got like everybody. But mine is autographed by Ron Mars on the middle. Of course it is, right?
Of course it is, Tony.
Of course it is. Which I think is pretty cool. I really wish they would have done more with Shazam instead of just, nothing. But at Lobo versus Wolverine, like, why is that a match? I have no idea.
Well, Lobo, that was like his big period. That's like when he was at his height.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's cool. That's my little cool book show. I think Dan Jurgens is going to sign it for me here soon. So I'm going to try to collect all the signatures on it, slab it because it's cool. But yeah, this is like 99% of my Marvel collection right here.
You could tell Tony's been away too long because it feels like forever since I've seen Tony showing an autograph. It really does. It feels like so long.
It's only been like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Cool. Awesome. Now the big reveal.
You guys have set me up. I don't know that it's that big, but
drum roll. This is going to be huge, everybody.
Yeah. So for our Superman Fantastic Four, I decided to go back and pick up
Superman #1 and Fantastic Four #1.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I went back to get my earliest Superman and my earliest Fantastic Four to see what it was, and this is what I came up with. So I've got Superman #176 here.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
Is that a key by chance? Just out of curiosity.
No,
Is anything cool happening there? Okay.
No, but he's saying my secret identity is on the whiteboard, on the chalkboard. Chalkboard. Yeah, they wouldn't have had whiteboards back then.
Smart boards.
So that is my oldest Superman to date. And then my oldest Fantastic Four, I surprised myself. I was like, wow, I have one this old. This is Fantastic Four #33. It's the first appearance of Atuma, which is actually might be a good spec. He's a villain for Submariner. So it could be a good
not
spec
a character
for the MCU. Who knows?
Not a character I know of.
But
Atuma.
Yeah. So there
Isn't
you
that
go.
the thing that Arnold Schwarzenegger didn't have in that movie Kindergarten Cop?
Yeah.
So Dave, it seems like you have every key I ever see on YouTube. Do you have the 48 through 50? Fantastic Four?
No.
I'm shocked because you'd be like, oh, first Punisher, I got 5 of them.
No, I do not have those.
That's awesome. That's a cool book, especially that Submariner one. The Submariner, Fantastic Four, Submariner, cool.
Yeah,
that's kind of awesome. But yeah, I would agree that'd be a very under the radar book right now for a spec because I know word on the street is Submariner is going to be in Black Panther 2.
Well, yeah, because there was the theory that earthquake under was it under Wakanda? Yeah, I think it was, or under the ocean or something. I don't know.
Sure. But
they thought that was actually, they were hinting that Submariner was on his way.
I wonder. This is probably why I don't do anything big like that. But you have an Aquaman movie out. Wouldn't Marvel want to wait a little bit till maybe the hype for Aquaman and Jason Momoa kind of dies down before they just jump right into a Submariner? So that way people who don't know will say, oh my gosh, Marvel is ripping off DC. They have their own Aquaman.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
To be honest, they're so successful in movies and all that. I don't think they care what DC's doing.
Yeah.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
That's probably true. What a mess right now, DC.
They're probably like, Aquaman made how much? That's cute.
This how many billions is this one going to make? Let's find out.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, someday it's going to be our turn.
I remember when I first saw the Avengers movie, like Avengers 1 when it came out, and I was like, man, Justice League's going to be lit. It's going to be way better. I'm so stoked. Still waiting. I'm still waiting. Although Snyder Cut, it might be.
It'll happen. We might be like 80 years old still doing this show, but it's going to happen. Yeah.
They should have went with the original League. They should have had Starro the Conqueror. And we'd be on top right now.
No, because people would have been like, "What? Why are they fighting a starfish? This is stupid." Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, Dark Side War is just too much to start out with. And that's what they're basically doing. New 52, right? Dark Side War,
basically.
Yeah, the first Justice League story. Yeah.
I am excited for Black Adam in Justice League Dark.
If they were going to copy that story, they should have just stuck to it because then it would have been successful.
Yeah, I would agree with I Collect a lot. He's talking about the black suit Superman. Why I would love to see a black suit Superman. I think that would be really cool. But people are losing their mind over black suit Superman. Yeah, it's continuity. It's black suit Superman. He wears it. Yada yada. I get it, but I mean, does that really make the movie better to have Superman in a black suit for just a few minutes?
Black suit Superman makes everything better.
Black suit Superman.
I love black suit Superman.
There you go, Tony.
Hey, if that's true,
I choked up. A lot of my figures have been falling down, but there's a black suit right above me.
Cat's up there, just boom, knocking one off the time. Bow. Well, if that's the case, tomorrow I'm gonna, start walking around the house, in a black Superman suit, going to the store, not wearing a mask. I can't get coronavirus. You see my suit? You see what I'm wearing right now? This is a mask.
If you was wearing a black Superman suit, comic books would ask you for autographs, Tony.
This is probably true. And I would sign them all individually different so no one would know which one was authentic.
That's awesome.
All right, guys.
Cool.
Man, I tell you that we'd been off. I was so looking forward to the show. And we just barely did an hour and 15 minutes. This flew by.
I feel like we picked a nice, comfortable book to get back in.
That's what I was going for, was something easy. But
I think we need to get thinking about our next big arc, though.
Next big arc. Okay.
Multi-week
I think we should each pick 2 stories, and just throw them up to the poll on your channel, Dave, and maybe whatever finishes 1, 2, and 3 will be our next 1, 2, and 3 big ones. Maybe with little ones in between them, but that'll be the next 3.
Right. Yeah, I would agree to that. Let them pick.
Yeah.
But man, I got to think about when we say big ones, what are we talking about here?
We're talking Flashpoint, Blackest Night.
I'll tell you what my big 2 are. One I've been throwing up there a lot, which is Final Crisis. And then the other one, it's going to be one of 2, either doing the next part of the Nightfall story, which is Night's Quest, I believe, or doing the next part of the Superman story. Because I do on the show at some point want us to get all the way through Superman to where Emerald Dawn, or Emerald, you know what I mean? Emerald
Twilight,
and get all the way through to Night's End too.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna pick one of those to throw up there.
Brightest Day, it's 50 issues or more.
Yeah, we sort of need to do that too, just because we did Blackest Night.
Yeah,
but we'd almost have to do abridged.
Yeah, that's true. You can't really touch on individual issues.
Did we do Blackest Night?
Yeah, we did. That was me. I wasn't even on the show. I was the guest at the time.
Okay, yeah. See, I was thinking we only did Rebirth, but yeah, I guess we did do that, didn't we? Okay.
Was that Tony's first show? It seemed like Tony did 3 episodes.
I was a guest. I wasn't official. I was just the guest.
Yeah.
I remember.
That's where everything went wrong, Tim.
And then the show went downhill. So
that's where we clicked. That's where the show become perfect right there. 3 people with similar interests. Yeah.
What can you do?
Yeah. You know what? That really was the best part of the show because I think Tony really brought in the additional support for Hal Jordan that I needed.
Yeah. If only we could have found a Rayner fan first.
There's only like 3 of you on the planet. 2 of them are dead.
I just noticed what Dave does. He brings in a guy that doesn't like Harley or Kyle, and then our sort of unofficial 4th member, the Flashpoint, comes in. He hates Wally too. It's like, does Dave just find people that hates my favorite version of a character?
What Tim likes, he's looking for everything that you dislike.
Yeah.
That's the show. That's the pre-interview screening.
Yeah.
At some point, Tim's going to realize that he lives in the dark multiverse. I'm part of the real multiverse here. My characters.
If Kyle Rayner was so great, he would have a movie.
You think about your guys' favorite characters, like Hal Jordan, turned evil. Barry did a selfish act, created the Flashpoint, so on and so forth.
Isn't it great?
I'm waiting for him to make a point here, but
I know.
Yeah.
Nothing. Yeah. Those are all true statements.
Yep. All right. Well,
cool, fellas.
I guess that's all for this week. Like I said, I'm a little sad it's ending already, but I want to thank everyone that came. I was like, man, I can't wait to go on tonight. It feels like forever. But thank you everyone that was here live. I appreciate it. I was popping up all of the chat's ideas for crossovers, and there's some really good ones there.
There's a lot of good.
And if you watch this on replay, please leave us a comment. We'd like to know. I did leave links to Tony and Dave in the description. I'm going to turn it over to them to shout out their socials, what they might have coming up, and then that will be all for tonight. So let's just start with Tony, and then we'll go to Dave.
All right. Things coming up on my channel. I've been teasing for a really long time the comic book stores of Pennsylvania kind of project I've been doing. So it's underway. Episode 1 is out. Episode 2 starts Wednesday, and that's a comic book shop up in Erie, Pennsylvania. So that's kind of neat. If you're a collector of anything, you have to check out this comic book shop that I went to. Amazing. It has everything you can think of, and I mean everything you can think of. 3 stories of just stuff, including a basement. So I guess, okay, well, technically 1 story in a basement. But anyway, 3 floors. Wow. Check it out. It's really cool. That's kind of what I'm working on right now. I've got all my footage I need for the next couple of weeks, and I'm just editing a lot of it. But episode 2 comes out on Wednesday or Tuesday. I don't know. It's on my channel. Check it out. Links in below. That's kind of it that I've got.
That first episode, I love those end caps that store had of the different genres.
Yes, yeah, they do a lot of stuff like that. I like their big, gigantic Silver Surfer they have in the back of the store. There's a really cool story behind it, but it's on their Facebook page, so I don't want to spoil it. So check out Comics Connection's Facebook page. That's kind of it. I'm just kind of reviewing all the comic book stores that I get to go to in PA, and it's actually a lot of fun. I'm gonna hit up some more here soon. I'm gonna pass the football to you, Dave.
All right. So I've got I just did my haul today, so I haven't filmed that yet, but picked up, I went back to a little honey hole that I found, seeing if I could get lucky twice, and I did. I couldn't believe it. So there's a little preview on my Instagram, but I'll be putting together that video.
Where you found the Negan lives?
I did. You know what? It's already out on Instagram, so I might as well spoil it. Yeah, I found 2. I found 2 silver Negan lives and 1 gold Negan lives on the shelf 4 days after it came out for $4.99 each, cover price. I went back to that store today, 4 days after it came out. I kid you not. The 1 per store bronze Negan lives was sitting there on the shelf for $4.99.
Yeah. You're talking about that little preview you did today? I noticed that Negan book sitting there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
That's insane.
And that's not all I found. Wait till you see
You lucky man. How do you get so lucky? You know what I get when I go finding comic book shops? You know what I find? A cold. And then bring it home with me.
Yeah.
The coronavirus. That's what I find.
Yeah, no, I mean, you know what it is? It's just you got to constantly look, like just like you got to be out there all the time hunting. You got to remember what stores have what, and then when certain things come up, like I have certain stores I like to hit for like the dollar books. Certain stores that I know have a big back issue collection of just their overfill that like, and they don't really go through it. Like when these like new keys or spec books come out, sometimes I'll go to those stores, like they probably have it, right? So you just gotta learn your area, and But yeah, so that's what I got going. Then you can probably see some boxes there behind me. I've got some unboxing videos coming up. I got a bunch of mystery boxes that came in, and that's about all.
Awesome.
Cool. Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh no. Sorry.
The dollar bin trolls. We all have our books, and I think it's next weekend. We said next Sunday, Tim.
Yeah. So 8 days from today, 2 Sundays.
Yeah. So that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite shows to do because it's just so laid back. It's just so fun and easy.
Yeah.
So.
I think you even fell asleep during one of them.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. There's one episode Dave just showed like a whole short box, and I got a good nap in. And...
Funny, yeah. Cat's crawling on his back.
Yeah.
So. Hey, when you can't find quality, quantity matters.
That's too cool.
Yeah, I'm the comic collector on YouTube, Tim_comic collector on Instagram. I've been pretty active on Instagram the last couple days. I should have some collection videos coming out in the next week. Probably won't do a back issue haul for another couple weeks, but I might have a haul of some stuff coming on eBay. I got a couple cool books I've been looking for on there, and a cool Superman pop set I thought was pretty neat coming in. And my last video, yeah, I had this giant box show up, and I could just show you, I got 3 of these type pops in a pop mystery box. Pop mystery boxes that I didn't order. So if you want the story on that, check out my last video.
I'll have to check it out. I gotta check it out.
Yeah, it's only 4 minutes long. I'm sitting there like, I know what this is from. I didn't order it. Why is the box so freaking big? Like you can see, I even have trouble moving the box around in the video because it's just this huge box.
Maybe it's just a regular size box and it's a regular size comic for Superman Fantastic Four, and Tim shrunk somehow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's a regular size book, but he's so small. He's got to hold it out.
He's so small.
Yeah.
And it's just one Funko size box. So I
mean,
if you're the size of a Coke can, then
he's having trouble lifting up his Funko. So
yeah, check out this treasury size Green Lantern.
True. Oh my gosh. What happened? Treasury size Green Lantern.
Yeah. But that's it for me. Probably in a couple more weeks, I'll be a little bit more active hunting. It's just been rough because I've been turned away 3 times at stores just because they're at their capacity limit.
Yeah.
And really? Sort of what I mentioned. Yeah, sort of what I mentioned in my why I don't want to do new books. I mean, it's really hard for me because of where I live. It takes a lot of time to stop anywhere, even if it's on the way home from work. Because I might be at a store 30 minutes and then I hit rush hour and it takes me 2.5 hours to get home. So if I'm risking, new books just not coming in or being turned away from a store, it just really unmotivates me to
just
stop.
Telling you to stay home.
Yeah.
Pandemic.
That's part of why I just really haven't been getting a lot of back issues. Is once I got turned away the 3rd time, I'm like, I just really don't want to stop until this pandemic, slows down a little bit.
Just bust open the doors into your LCS, go stumbling and coughing in there. That place is going to clear out and you will have it all to yourself.
I'm just going to do what I see everyone at like Walmart doing, rip my mask off and be like, you work for the Chinese? Like, no joke.
Work for the Chinese.
Quick story before we go. I had stopped at Walmart with my family after my wife got off work. I think 2 Sundays ago, and my 2-year-old asked for some flowers. So I'm like, yeah, I'll buy you like a little bouquet of flowers. We're walking out the door, and she's holding them. I'm holding her hand. I'm just so happy. And there's like your typical redneck and a wife beater that's not being let in because it's like right after they started the mask policy. Like, y'all work for the communist Chinese, like screaming and cussing, calling them Chinese, like over and over. Just like ruin this perfect moment because my daughter's, starting to cry and. Yeah.
Leave it to Stevie B. Wow. Ruin another good father's moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get made fun of even on this channel. That poor guy.
Yeah.
For him.
But yeah, I think that's it from us. Like I was saying earlier, thank you for everyone watching. I believe next week is on Tony.
Yes.
So the new rotation, if you're starting with my channel tonight, just for anyone watching, me, Tony, Dave, back to me. Make sure you sub up both them. Links in the description if you have not.
Do you see how they're cutting me out, guys? This is the new continuity. It goes between Tony and Tim and Tony and Tim. And
well, it's the new 52. We cut out all the things that were working, and now we're just going to do things that clearly don't work.
Exactly. This is DC Fanboys U.
Yep.
Yeah. Fanboys U. Yep. So I think that's it. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next week.
I'll see ya.